With summer approaching and temperatures rising across the country, so does the threat of wildfires and other extreme weather events. Last hour, the federal government provided an update on Canada's preparations. The CBC's Leanne Young is following the story for us from Vancouver. And so, Leanne, what were some of the key points we heard during the briefing?
Well, Andrew, we heard from Minister of Emergency Management, Eleanor Shevsky, and she says that we should expect an above-average wildfire conditions this year. Not quite as bad as 2023, 2025. Those were the two worst on record here in Canada in terms of hectares burned, but we are not expecting a quiet year either. So the forecast for temperatures are above normal right across the country this summer, so it's going to be a warm one. The season so far, as you say, has started a bit slow, so looking at about 65 wildfires recorded so far. We're actually below the pace of last year comparatively. And in some, last year there were over 6,000 wildfires. So, a long way to go if we're going to compare it to last year. The regions, though, most at risk, she says, southern BC, particularly this July. That's taking a look at the precipitation forecast. The southern prairies as well, parts of the Yukon, Northwest Territories, southern Ontario, Quebec, and the Maritimes. Now, all of this could change, particularly in the east as we head through the end of May into June. If we get some more rainfall in through those June months, you could see that in through the month of June, you could see that out east, that risk could come down. However, persistent drought conditions here on the west coast, here in British Columbia in particularly. So government insists, though, it is ready for this wildfire season. Here's a bit of what they had to say.
We know that preparation saves lives, that no single order of government or community can do this work alone. From first responders to volunteers, Indigenous leaders, emergency teams on the ground battling flames, from provinces and territories to the federal government, we are working together to protect Canadians.
So the minister says that the federal government has made a couple of changes since the wildfire season last year. For example, they opened a brand new state-of-the-art facility, Government Operations Center. They've also now leased 10 new aircrafts. So these aircrafts are here to extend our aerial firefighting capacity. So air tankers, a bird dog plane, and heavy lift helicopters, they're all going to be at least from companies based here in BC. So, as that wildfire season ramps up, that's probably a good thing that they're based here on the West Coast. And PEI has also signed a multilateral agreement that brings First Nations expertise and involvement in wildfire preparedness. And we know that, 80% of First Nation communities are located in wildland-prone areas. So very something that the minister says she's interested in exploring with the other nations across the country.
Leanne, thank you. The CBC's Leanne Young in Vancouver.